Hello, everyone. This is the Kiev Compendium Predictions with myself and Nahaz. This is going to be the much abridged version. So we already discussed our picks in length as well as alternatives, but this one will just be the quick 5-minute one with a summary of what we picked and honorable mentions. So for hero predictions, most picked hero, we thought it was going to be a support. I put Crystal Maiden. Nahaz put Rubik. What are your thoughts on this? Real quick, real fast.
I think CM and Rubik are by far 1-2. There's an outside shot. You might see a core like Judd get hot, but it's more likely to be banned.
Okay, fair enough. Most banned hero, we put Magnus. There wasn't too much discussion on this.
Yeah, even with the Empower nerf.
Yeah, he's just OP. So for all of these, with minimum 5 games played, you want a hero that you think is going to be picked like, let's say 8 to 10 times. Right. And preferably by good teams. So for a team with highest win rate or heroes with highest win rate, we both went with Visage because of OG, but I think we talked about Omni and WW or Winter Wyvern possibly being options for those. Highest
Omni's an interesting choice. There's some chance that you could see like a Nyx Assassin slip in there, but I think he's going to be picked too much.
That's true. There was, I think, like Lich was the one for one of them too. It's just like, what, Lich? You know.
Yeah. Well, no, exactly. It's almost always a hero that is picked like between 5 and 10 times, and I believe Lich was like 5 and 1 at one of the events. GG.
Yeah. GG. Hero with highest kill average. This is almost always a pool from like 5 or 6 heroes: TA, Storm, Quap, Tinker, Invoker, OD. I went with TA on this. I think Nahaz had a lot of cases for OD.
Yeah, I had OD. I think that it's just his job. It's what he does in these matches. He tends to, in this tournament, he tends to be picked by some of the better teams. Invoker is a decent pick here, but he's going to be picked too many times. You want to avoid regression toward the mean.
OD, your job is to score me 600 battle pass points. That is all you need to do. Screw the money. Okay. Hero with highest assist average. We both went with Spectre here.
Yeah, I was surprised that you went with this. To me, it's a little bit of an outside the box pick because this is usually going to be a high team fight participation offlaner or an impact 4 support. But Spectre, I think there are a lot of reasons why you're going to see this hero potentially look very good in this tournament.
I also put him for Boston, but he was picked 0 times, so I was a little sad. So I need to make it for that one.
I think you're going to see 5 Spectre picks in this tournament. So too. That's pretty safe.
Hero with lowest assist average, we generally put Morphling for this.
It's just the hero's whole kit. Both his kit and his role revolve around staying alive. And I also think he's going to be picked more. I think he's going to be more than 5 times, but not more than 15.
And the Naga Siren hero with highest last hit average, minimum 5 games played. I think the 3 contenders are generally Naga Siren, AM, and Alchemist. We're not sure if AM's going to be picked 5 times, even with Mag. So it's either between Naga Siren and Alchemist, and Naga Siren just has generally a higher last hit average.
And Alchemist tends to be picked a little bit too much, and he also actually tends to have some of these stomp games that actually hurt his CS numbers because he just wins the game too quickly.
Couldn't Naga be a support in some of these games, though?
Yes, but the thing is that what you've seen in the last couple of metas is even when Naga is picked as a support, a lot of times happens is they get behind and she transitions late game.
Okay, hero with highest XPM average, we put Meepo. He might only be picked 3 or 4 times, but we still think it's going to be Meepo, or your best bet is
This
Meepo.
is the one case, guys, when you're making the picks in these categories, you almost always want to go with a hero that you're all but certain to be picked 5 times. This is the one case where you go with a hero that might not be, because Meepo, if he gets picked 5 times, will lead this category slam dunk.
Hero with most kills in the game, similar to highest hero with highest kill average, but you think it's a hero that's going to be picked a lot more, and we put Invoker for this. Hero with most last hits in the game, Alchemist or Naga. I went with Alch. He went with Naga.
I'm gonna go with
either
Naga.
or.
Yeah, Alch you're getting a lot more chances. I think that's but Naga is almost 200 CS on average, more than any other hero at Boston.
And then
at DSE.
For team predictions, for most of these, if you put IG, OG, EG, I think no one's gonna really fault you for that.
Right.
So which team will win? I put IG, he put OG.
I'll go OG, yeah.
Yep.
I still think Newbie's got a shot. But
I am heavily against Newbie. I recommend not picking Newbie, but
fair enough.
Team with most kills in the game, I put EG. I think you put OG. Again,
yeah, OG,
similar.
EG, IG.
Yeah. Same with highest kill average.
I will stick with Virtus Pro for this just because of their play style. They're the again, we commented in the other video that longer matches in the recent pro meta have tended to have fewer kills per minute on average. VP is the team that bucks that trend. They're going to keep killing, they keep fighting.
I will go with IG because I think it's going to be more games, and VP could just bomb out, just like Boston.
Fair enough.
Team with fewest deaths in a game. We actually both think that Liquid are going to do very well in this tournament.
I have OG for this category, but I may well change it to Liquid.
Yeah, you had Liquid for some of the other ones. Anyways, teams with most assists in the game, EG, IG, OG, one of those. Teams that wins the longest game.
I think
similar.
you can pretty much. Yeah, I think you can pretty much sum up this category. The only thing like shortest game. Liquid has a good argument. Highest game length average, that was Newbie at DAC, so I'll take him here, but it was very close.
And then last one, teams that pick the fewest different heroes. We're going to name this the Archon category. Just pick a team that you think is going to bomb out because of the Swiss format. You're actually guaranteed to play at least 4 BO3s in the entire tournament. So that's pretty good.
I am actually going to go, I'm going to keep going with IG here just because I was very surprised at DAC that they only picked 30 different heroes.
I'm actually pretty surprised too.
Yeah, I was kind of incredulous when I saw that stat. But again, they pick a lot of stuff like Ricky that a lot of teams that were there didn't know to ban against them. That's part of the reason why I'm very curious to see how they're going to be much better scouted in this tournament. Curious to see how that'll go.
Okay, and then moving on to players. For kills, Sumail or Miracle. For these, lowest death average, Rezo or Burning is what we came to. Highest assist average, we both put Jerax. Most assists in the game, we both put Buboka. Highest last hit average.
I had Kaka, but Buboka is sort of my very strong number 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the farming categories, we disagreed a little bit on. I'm going to go with SECC because Newbie consistently picks him Alchemist, and they've even picked him Naga a couple times. And I'll go with GH for most last hits. Again, just one Naga game is all you need, and Sumail for GPM.
Yeah, I want Sumail with GPM, and then Naga / Alk pickers for these first 3 players that plays the most different heroes. You put Matumba Man, I believe.
Yep, he was tied for the lead at 18, and again, because supports are just, for whatever reason, other than MK and ES, supports are just not getting banned. A lot of teams are running very small support pools, so I'm going to go with a core player for this.
I am going with support because I think there's going to be less Monkey King and ES, and Jerax plays a lot of heroes, and OG will likely go far in the tournament. Okay, and then tournament predictions. We varied a little bit on this. For each of these, there's pretty much 1 or 2 that we think is going to be the one that you should pick. For total number of games played, it's probably going to be 36 plus, but there's no category for that, so just put 33, 35. Total number of heroes picked, 91 plus is our consensus, so either 91, 100, or 101 plus. I put 101 plus, he put 91, 100. Either or is fine. Total number of heroes banned. I initially had 71 to 80. You put 81 to 90. I don't think I can name like 30 heroes that I think are going to be banned. Or 20 here. I don't know.
Careful with that. I think you're going to see a little bit more ban variety just because the last couple of patches, the heroes that were auto-banned have just gotten so heavily nerfed. So I think you're going to see a lot more ban variety in this particular tournament. 71 to 80 was my go-to pick for Boston, by the way.
True. Okay. Most combined kills in game, we actually said to keep it conservative. I think we both put 91 to 100 for this.
I had 81 to 90, but I'm.
Oh yeah. Any of
80,
these.
80 to 100 is the right range. Even if you look at the very, very long games, which, by the way, no game has gone to 80 minutes in the past couple majors. But I'm sorry, Boston anyway, and DAC. But if you look at those very long games, they've tended to average only about 80 to 90 kills.
And then longest game in the tournament, as Nahaz just mentioned, no game has gone above 80, so we put 70 to 80 for this. Shortest game in the tournament has always been 15 to 20 at majors, but as Nahaz has mentioned, DAC and Shrines. At DAC, it was what you said, 2 games were 20 to 25.
No, there was Boston had 2 games under 20. DAC did not have a single game under 20 minutes. They had like 4 or 5 games that were 20 to 25, but it is very hard, given that the other team is not GGing out early, which I don't think you're going to see nearly as often in Swiss groups and single elimination. It's very hard right now with 2 relatively equally matched teams to end before 20.
So we'll say 15 to 25 for this one. Most kills by hero in a game, 23 to 25 is the safest one by far. Most deaths by hero in the game, 15 to 17. We didn't vary much on this. Most assists by hero, 32 to 36 plus is your range.
Yep.
Depending on what heroes you think are going to be picked and how long you think the games are going to be. And then highest GPM by hero in a game, easiest 400, I believe, of this
Free
entire
points,
thing. Yeah, free points.
As long as Alchemist does the game, you click 1,000 plus here and don't think twice about it.
And you're happy about that. And then that is the abridged version. If you want to go into a more detailed version, you can visit Nahaz Dota. That's his YouTube channel. We have like a 40-minute video about a little bit more touching into why we went to each of these picks and potential picks that you should consider. But thanks, Nahaz. I hope we do this more often.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it again.